crucial game. I may say it is as close to an eliminator as it's possible because Sunrisers, Lucknow, both tied on 12. One is definitely getting to 14. And the update that we have got is just to negate the strength of Sunrisers, LSG have chosen to bat. I think that this is where you say that maybe the LSG camp have been psychologically spooked.
No, why psychologically spooked? I mean, you know for a fact that SRH, when it comes to chases, they're like deers in headlights. This pitch isn't going to change. There's not going to be a due factor, at least basis what we know so far. Then why not just put yourself into bat and ensure that SRH self-destruct, therefore doing the easy work. Actually, winning the toss, I'd always say put SRH, make them bowl first, make them chase a target because they just cannot, for the life of them, they've not figured out how to chase, which is very weird.
And if LSG were to win the toss and not do the thing that they're supposed to do, then you'd be criticizing them, right? If they had won the toss, decided to chase, what would you be saying? That you know that SRH can't chase, they're having a bit of a problem, though I think the last game they lost while batting first against Mumbai. But overall that's been their problem. If you're not to do it, then you would criticize LSG for that. So I think that's the basic. I think KL Rahul mentioned that at the toss, that's one thing. But the other thing he mentioned is that anyway they're going to be batting first. The other thing you have figured out is that because there is no dew in Hyderabad, all the more makes sense that you need to bat first. So I don't think it's about being spooked. I think it's the smart decision to do. If you had not done this, then you'd be critical of Lucknow Super Giants, and rightly so, for not taking the right call. So I think it's an important toss, though having said that, the only thing that a team that is chasing would not mind is the fact that this is a big scoring ground, so you never really know what is a target that you need to get to, which is the only problem that you have batting first. If I'm batting first, I know I'm getting the best of the conditions, and I know I'm batting at a time which is going to be problematic for the other team, which has been their problem. The only thing I would not know is what is a safe total. 200 could not be safe, 210 may not be safe, 220, 230 may not be safe. So I really don't know. That's the only problem that I think Lucknow Super Giants will have batting first. But overall, I think a very crucial toss for them to win.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there are two factors. One, it's rained in Hyderabad. Throughout the afternoon period, it was pouring. Second, it's the same wicket where the 277 was hit against Mumbai Indians, which was about a month ago. And we don't know whether it will give you that same kind of help after, say, a month, because the pitch might have undergone a lot of change, wear and tear and all that things. Incredibly hot in Hyderabad. After that, it's now become, maybe with that rain and all, it's cooled down a bit. So maybe with a bit of humidity around, you could see some changes. You may not see a rather high scoring.
No, I think it'd be, see again, I'm just trying to think from Sunrisers' point of view. They have a home advantage, and most teams would want to make full use of that home advantage. And now that you've seen in most grounds two kinds of pitches, we've seen that in Hyderabad as well. If Lucknow are coming, I'm definitely not giving them the pitch that's not a high scoring one, because that's been their strength. That's the kind of pitch that they've prepared in Lucknow. So, and what has been my strength as Sunrisers Hyderabad? My strength has been big scores. So if it's my home turf and I get some sort of a say in what the pitch is going to be like, then I want a high scoring, belter of a track, because that works to my advantage, and that in the way negates the advantage that the other team has, where they've had that low scoring games work for Lucknow. So with that in mind, I want a high scoring pitch. No wonder they've gone with a 270 pitch. That's another matter that they've lost the toss and they might be chasing today. So that pressure comes. But even then, I think if I'm Sunrisers Hyderabad, I want the best batting surface to be made available to me for this game. Out of the 7-8 strips that you have in the ground, give me the best batting surface. That's what they've gone with.
That's what they've gone with. And they have got, if you look at the changes, it's all power at the top when you look at both LSG. But SRH, the perplexing thing I found in the Mumbai game was they played only pacers. Shabazz came as an afterthought later on in the game.
Well, they fixed that today, because guess who's making his debut? It is Vijay Kant Viaskan. Finally, I could figure out his name because it's written in front of me.
Yep.
Yeah,
From
give
Jaffna.
Give us a full story that you did.
So he's, as Siddharth rightly mentioned, from Jaffna. He's one of the, probably the second now Tamil origin Sri Lankan cricketer to have played, the
Third.
IPL. Who's the second?
Muttaya, Angelo.
Angelo, I keep forgetting.
Vijay Kant.
Angelo?
He's a Christian, Tamil Christian.
Really?
Yes, he's a Tamil. His father is Tamil.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I thought it was a Sinhala.
Angelo is a Tamil.
I'm going to.
Check it out.
I
You
will
gotta
check.
double check that. Okay, but he's definitely, as I said,
I think
following
he's
in.
the second. He's the second out and out.
First Tamilian from Jaffna.
No, second, no. If Angelo is half the million, then.
So second and a half.
Yeah, you can say that. But yeah, Muttaya is.
Are you sure? I never heard of Angelo.
Check
you
his
would know.
background, Angelo
I'm gonna
Matthews'
check it.
profile.
Yeah, so
I'm not going to take your word for it.
anyway, either which way, from Jaffna, he's someone who's played, his domestic cricket there. He's also played for the Jaffna team in the Sri Lanka Premier League.
Plus, he's also played for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, but very briefly, and he's
Asian Games.
Yeah, what we've seen, what little of him, he is obviously, I think, one of those who will go down in the Sri Lankan mystery spin. This thing is a leggy, can bowl both balls pretty effectively. And I remember he was signed initially as a replacement for Wanindu Asaranga. So that tells you everything you need to know about what kind of a player they've gone. And SRH, unlike a lot of teams, were pretty literal with their like for like. So if they lost one spinner, they brought in another spinner. Unlike, say, a Delhi Capitals who would lose a batter and bring in a bowler.
Exactly.
So they have been pretty smart in that regard. And it'll be interesting to see how he goes because he's very much an unknown quantity at this level. And that could work in his advantage, especially if sometimes what happens with rain, the pitches do tend to get just a wee bit sticky if it does some funny things. I mean, could be a big advantage. Also solves their issues when it comes to, let's say, their spin bowling because again, they don't really, give much focus to their spinners. So that's a weird thing. They've got Shabazz now and they've got Vyas Khan. So that's at least two good spinners.
Half Tamilian.
That's what I said. Half. His father is a Tamilian.
And mother is a Sinhala Christian.
Sinhala Christian.
So he's
Half.
second,
Yeah.
purebred.
Yeah. Although purebred, if you look at even Muttaya is not a purebred. He's a Hill Tamil. He's not an Elam Tamil.
Okay. Hill Tamil, that's okay. He's Tamil, from both sides of the family.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
He is. But Jaffna, I'm glad that Jaffna is finally on the IPL map because for far too long you've seen so many careers getting wiped out because of the war. And I remember one particular instance of M. Kandipan. Kandipan was one of the best bowlers, all-rounders that you had from Jaffna. He wanted to shift to Colombo because his bank was offering him a chance to play cricket. But then there is a stretch between Jaffna and the rest of the peninsula where if you get caught in the crossfire, your chances of survival are slim. He underwent that 2-3 times, but then such was the hostility in that period from 1999 till about 2007. He just couldn't make it. So he works as a bank clerk now, but he was one of Jaffna's premier all-rounders. This guy has come in the aftermath of the war. At a time when Sri Lanka is still struggling to reconcile with their history, he offers a bit of
Are they
hope.
struggling now? Everything is fine. Yeah? I went to Sri Lanka recently.
Yeah, but you've been only to Colombo.
Yes.
You've not been to the internal heartland of Jaffna where there is still a reconciliation problem. Because
Scars of war would be running deep.
yeah. People want to whitewash the history, but then the
Easier said than done,
psychological issues are still far more. I mean, it was brutal. Jaffna, Vavonia, Mangulam, all those places. Brutal.
They say the
hostility.
beaches in Jaffna are gorgeous.
Of
beautiful.
course, yes.
Beautiful.
It is.
The
it
best.
is. Yeah, so I'm glad
Couldn't
that.
go that side.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place to visit. Yes, tourism is on the upswing there. So, yes, you'll finally see some kind of renewal of cricket in Jaffna. Already you play on matting wickets there. There's no turf wickets, it's only matting. So, you've seen one more bowler. He's also from Jaffna. He's currently in the CSK Academy. Yeah, he has a Malinga-like action.
So everyone has a Malinga like action. There are 4 players now.
Yeah, Tushara Pathirana,
Malinga himself.
and I forget his name. So I saw it in one clip that a friend, a Sri Lankan friend, famous journalist, he shared it.
Ah,
So-
okay. Rex.
Yes, he's also Tamilian, by the way.
Is he?
Yes. Rex Clementine is a Tamil.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the team. So because it's going to be Sunrise Hyderabad batting first.
No, it's LSG batting first.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, LSG batting
LSG
first.
batting
Correct, they won the toss. Apologies for that. Yes. Quinton still gets a game.
Yep.
He comes back in. Last game he didn't play.
Yeah.
I don't know what Kyle Mayers has done to
Yeah, but
not
they
deserve a
still
game.
did not play him when they dropped Quinton.
Yeah, they
still
brought an
didn't play him.
Ashwin Kulkarni.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who didn't set the stage on fire on the 2 games.
You know what the big mistake he made? He was looking at KL Rahul and asking him for advice how to bat. Right after he did that, he got out.
Yeah.
That's mean.
But it happened. I mean, why would you be asking for T20 tips from KL? He started off like a house
He's
on
the
fire,
highest run getter.
which tells you everything you need to know.
But LSG is still in the fight.
Which is why I say this batting lineup kind of might negate the theory that it's so high scoring.
But you know, with Quinton, it is always the case. He will do well and whatever, and then dropped, and then comes back, and then will play a blinder of a knock. Then again go to sleep.
He's got a best of like tendency at times.
Ah.
Yes.
He'll keep being rubbish,
Yeah.
Then you're like, you need to drop this guy. He didn't 22 also. I remember he scored 140 against KKR. He had been perpetually rubbish for most of the campaign. KL Rahul was outperforming him significantly. And then he hits 140 against KKR. I'm like, eh?
He'll then play a Stoinis-like inning the other day,
yeah.
like that.
124 against CSK.
Yeah, I mean that's what he can do. I mean, he can hurt teams. Just that he's not consistent enough.
Yeah.
But he comes back. The young under 19 kid from Satara, is he? From Arshin Kulkarni?
Arshin goes Solapur.
Solapur, okay.
He's from Solapur.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get a game.
Then you got KL Rahul. Stoinis now will bat at number 3 pretty much now till they are alive because one knock he's played. Now you're not pushing him out of that spot. Nicholas Puran started off well but has had a bit of a dip in form.
Yep.
He's actually been struggling a lot, and I think that's one reason why LSG have also been struggling, because again, the one consistent performer they had last season in the middle order was Nicholas Puran.
No, he started off well this season actually. That's why they got a few good results. But ever since his form has dipped, they've had these mixed bag of results. So Nicky P. But I hope they play Nicky P at 4 because they keep pushing him down to come at the dead.
I don't understand. Again, he's another one who, like Klaasen, is very good against spinners and then will take on the pacers just fine. They'll keep pushing him lower down and then you're expecting miracles from him every single time.
Yeah.
I don't understand. So then after Nicky P, you've got Ayush B, Badoni.
He
And
also had a mixed bag.
Deepak
Except for
Hooda.
one game.
Also mixed bag.
Deepak Hooda is actually not a mixed bag. He's been pretty bad.
Yeah, but I think 2 games before this is something where he came good. But again,
I think RR game, I think he did
Yeah.
well, I think.
correct. But you're right. Majority of the times he's not being here. But also did not play too many games in the middle when Devdutt Padikkal was playing.
So then they've got Krunal Pandey. There's
KP and KG.
Gautam, thank God, finally this man gets a game. He's one person who they've needed desperately lower down the order, but they've not turned to him for whatever reason. Finally he's there. Then you've got a Yash Thakur, Ravi Bishnoi and Naveen Ulhar.
No Mohsin, he got injured in that game.
I remember. He got a concussion.
Concussed, yes. Which tells me that, that's interesting because they're batting first. They've gone with a batter less, I feel, because they already have 5 bowlers, regular bowlers. And out of which there are 3 spinners.
Yeah,
in Krunal, Krishnappa and Ravi Bishnoi. There are fast bowlers short. I know Stoinis can bowl a few, but just Naveen and Yash. So clearly a fast bowler needs to come in.
But they don't have
Yudhvir Singh Charak.
Yes.
He was the concussion sub last time.
He was, correct. He has to come in.
Yeah.
Because there's no other option. Manimaran is a spinner.
Yeah.
Amit Mishra is a spinner. You're not going to bring in DDP or Ashton Turner unless there's a collapse.
Yeah.
So
So that is why that is going to be the.
it's a clear and obvious one. And really, actually, they're a bit depleted also on their pace bowling assets. We know they don't have Mayank Yadav. Mohsin got concussed last time around. It was a pretty nasty one. His head bounced really bad.
It's like a whiplash effect.
That's where some SRH bowlers would be like, I wish I could move. Like Umran Malik, if he was there, Lucknow Super Giants would have 100% got a game now.
100%.
He's with SRH, is not going to get a game. Because so they are fast bowlers short for sure, but of course they are going to get in a Yudhvir Singh to make up for that. Then I think they will go in with 6 regular bowlers and a Marcus Stoinis, a lot of bowling options. But I guess the reason they've done that is they expect it to be a batting paradise and thinking that batting we may not use fully, bowlers we may need more options. So let's go with it. If plan B is always the case, if you have a collapse, plan B bring in another batter to come and then make do with the 5 that you already have
Correct.
in your team.
You got 8. You got batting till number 8. KG.
Yeah, they usually could have had a longer batting order.
Yeah, a lot of teams now bat till 9 with the impact sub thing. So,
Correct. But have they done with the 4 foreigners? Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
they
they
are.
are.
You can't bring in a
Hampton,
foreigner.
Marcus, Nicholas Puran, and Naveen.
But I think it's a good choice that they've gone with, considering the limited resources they have in fast bowling. I think they're going to miss out on a Mohsin for sure,
Yep.
but make do with what you've got. Okay. Sunrisers Hyderabad.
There's a Travis Head, but Abhishek will be the impact player. Right?
That's what I'm saying. So no Abhishek Sharma right now, but he will come in as an impact
Yes.
player. He's had a bit of a dip in form too. He started off like a house on fire when the IPL began. Since then has had a dip. Travis Head also not that great though. He got a 40 odd last
Against
game,
Mumbai, yeah.
but
It
was
was
dropped
scratchy.
a few. Yeah, scratchy. Was dropped a few times. Klaasen has been the other player who's been very scratchy. He started off with a couple of half centuries or more, and since then really had a dip in form.
And in fact, what's even more worrying is that he tends to be dismissed now more often than not by spinners.
And they're playing 3 spinners today, Lucknow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you've got Abdul
Nitish Reddy,
Samad. Yeah, Nitish Reddy.
one of the
Abdul
stars
Samad.
of the SRH team this IPL 2024.
Yeah, Abdul Samad also come in lower down the order, chipped in with a few vital cameos.
Yeah.
You got Shahbaz. Sanveer Singh is one of the changes. He comes in place of a Mayank Agarwal. Mayank Agarwal. Then you've got a Pat Cummins, the birthday boy.
Yeah.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Jaydev Unadkat, Vijaykant Vyaskant, and T. Natarajan.
Yes.
Very interesting.
I think the star has been Natarajan.
Yes.
Jaydev Unadkat.
So 2 left armers.
They're missing a fast bowler. Jaydev comes back.
Yeah, they've got 3 fast bowlers. Bhuvneshwar, Jaydev, Natarajan.
No, but somebody goes out.
Okay.
Who has...
there's no Jansen.
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 Jansen has gone out and Vyaskant has come in.
Vyaskant has come in.
Correct.
Anyway, Jansen's been woeful. This
Yeah,
IPL.
Jansen actually-
Whatever chances he's gotten I think 8 overs, 110 runs
Oh, dear.
in the 2 games that he played in.
Oh dear, that's not good.
That's not at all. And the Mumbai game, he was so woeful. He was missing his line totally. It was wides. Either it was too full or too short.
He's clearly lacking rhythm, and he did get injured also at the worst possible time. So he's not helped his cause with that.
But I think they're pretty sorted with their fast bowlers. Because they've got Cummins, Bhuvi and Natarajan.
And Jaydev.
And Jaydev.
We've got 4 options really just there. You don't need any more.
Yeah.
And you got 2 spinning options this time around with Vyaskant and Shahbaz.
Don't forget Nitish Reddy, you can roll his arm over if need be.
Yes. Medium pacer. He can actually be your. If one of the guys they get tonked for runs. Nitish Reddy can
Give you an over or two.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And a gun fielder.
The way he patrols the ropes, next level. I really hope he just stays injury free. Because that's always my worry with all-rounders.
The thing with Sunrisers is that while they've been fantastic this season with the bat, but if their openers don't work, the rest of the batting is not inspiring a lot of confidence. Even if I take Nitish Reddy, who's done well in the limited opportunity, Klaasen, Samad, Shahbaz, Sanveer, not giving me that kind of, look at the Lucknow batting, it does look power pack. Whether they are in form or not is another thing. Look power pack. With Sunrisers, you're dependent on the openers. If they give you a good start, then you have the base to carry on and get a big total. If they fail, then you are...
We're talking about Sunrisers 2024. That's been Sunrisers since like 2015-16. How is it that they've had the same problem?
David Warner,
Johnny Bairstow, Kane Williamson, Johnny Bairstow. It was always the same thing. I just don't understand. And on paper, that middle order looks really good. But they've just not been in form.
One thing, just show me the points table. I think today will decide whether it's an important game for Mumbai because technically they can be knocked out today.
Yeah, if Lucknow, if SRH win rather.
Just show me Mumbai Indians game, please, Shivam.
If SRH win, according to some combinations that I've read,
Yeah.
then MI are out of the race, done and dusted.
Yeah, so because they have a Kolkata and a Lucknow game.
Yeah.
No, but if Lucknow were to win,
I think because their net run rate is worse, so they're still in with a chance. With SRH, if they win today, they're pretty much guaranteed to go to a positive net run rate, unless it's like a win by 1 run or something.
Yeah, minus 0.
Whereas with LSG at minus 0.371, if they get a close win, then MI can still somehow, but actually, then they can leapfrog an SRH. So you need, they're basically hoping that Lucknow will. It's at that point in time. But either way, one way MI can get knocked out. Is if by some chance the match got washed out?
Yeah,
Because then two teams would be
yeah.
in 13 points and they'd be out of the race.
And it was raining.
It was raining badly.
Yeah,
The franchises were having a laugh about it on social media.
yeah, but Hyderabad, the drainage system is quite good at Uppal.
I thought we had also jinxed it. We kept saying, one team has to get to 14 points. So fate's like here. If it rains out,
There's not been a single game which has been rained out.
thank God for that.
I know. Last year we had one game rained out.
Last year we had multiple games which were affected by rain, not just rained out. Yeah, there was LSG and CSK.
So
Yeah.
LSG CSK was rained out. The final went to 3 days.
Don't remind me. God.
Oh God, terrible. That's why you kept it in the best possible venue this time around. Chennai will not get any kind of rain at this point in time.
What rain?
Yeah, only November, December.
Okay, show me Sawal.
Oi. Vijaykanth.
Rakesh Bhushan.
Shashank Ashutosh, Abhishek, Riyan Parag, Harshit Rana, all uncapped players making a mark this year. Arjun Tendulkar not getting ample chances, nor he is leaving MI. What is Arjun future? Is he not talented to prosper further?
I don't think we've seen enough of him at this level to write him off. That being said, I do think I'd want him to be in a franchise where he at least gets a few games.
But it's going to be tough. Like,
Yeah.
so the limited opportunities that he had, did he impress you that much?
No.
So that's the thing. That's the thing. You
Like he looked good in patches.
Yeah, but the thing is that now you're competing. You'll just look at the standard where it's going. You're really competing for those spots. And there are certain good players like Siddharth keeps alleging, sitting in the Chennai dugout, and Chennai don't trust in young players and so on and so forth. With that situation, very tough.
It is tough.
Breakthrough.
He must get a good franchisee first.
Actually, see, if he had a little bit of luck, if he had gone to like a team like a KKR, they did trust a couple of young bowlers because they had no other choice. He needs to go to a franchise like that where, there's like a guaranteed lack of
Look
pedigree.
at the backing that KKR have given to those two and see how they're prospering.
Yeah, I mean, people tend to forget, but this is a team that was constructed in 22. So Vaibhav, Harshit have actually done very well over years, but have limited chances and have gotten better working in the nets, this, that.
Look at an
everything.
LSG backing a Yash Thakur.
Yash Thakur, Mohsin.
Mohsin.
So there are lots of instances of them being able to back them, and see, you don't know whether they're going to become India players or not, but they're at least becoming serviceable IPL level talent. Arjun at this point is stuck on the bench.
Indeed.
Is Arjun really an all-rounder? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, let's not read too much into his under 19 statistics.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, Shankar says an SRH win
SRH
means
win, sorry.
Emma is officially eliminated because
Yes.
LSG is playing DC. That's what I said.
Ah.
Today's game is very important, but MI can be knocked out.
yes.
I mean, something that's a long time coming.
Yeah.
If it's
It's only
confirmed,
artificially propped up.
So they'd want an LSG win today.
Yes. Yes.
But they're still not resting anybody.
No. They won't. They won't.
Okay, Sarat Chandra, he's from Hyderabad, I remember. He says, Nikhil sir, yesterday there was rain for 3-4 hours, so we may see good swing conditions. Bhuvi may exploit it to expect a small total today. It may be the old Hyderabadi pitch, which I hate.
or it was that low, slow pitch.
No, the pitch won't be low.
Yeah. I don't think
Swing
so.
if it does some damage right at the start, but even if it rained yesterday, I doubt if there'll be swing today.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll be a 250 kind of a wicket. It may be a 190, 200 kind of a
Could be like 220, maybe an overpower total, really.
Maybe. Yes. Yes. So,
Mayank Thaplea.
is behind the doors talk of Hardik with MI a possible threat to auction process? As many players would like to have negotiations with their preferred teams on their conditions.
No, but in that you could, but on that it is still upon the team that you're contracted to let you go or not.
Correct.
If they refuse, you can't.
Yep.
So it's not too much of a threat.
It's not.
Yeah, but right now the teams very much hold all the power, all the aces.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter if, in the case of Hardik, a GT took the smart decision and said, listen, his heart's not in it, we may as well let him go. Certain teams could have just said, no, you're not going anywhere. And he'd have to honor that contract then. Nothing he can do.
Fitmonk is saying today is Patrick James Cummins. This is Siddharth in a different avatar. With full
With the
name.
middle name
With
included.
the middle name.
His birthday, please speak a few words for this. If it was Rohit Sharma, he'd say, क्या बोलते हैं birthday के दिन? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Pat Cummins is probably my favorite Australian cricketer ever.
He is. He's amazing. And I
Sorry,
think...
second favorite after Shane Warne. So.
No, right now.
Right now, easily my
so there'll
favorite.
be so many. There's a Glenn McGrath, there's a Shane Warne. Very tough.
I mean, he has dispelled the myth that a pace bowler can't be a good captain.
Yeah.
He's dispelled
Particularly in a country like Australia, who haven't really gone down that route ever really for decades.
that. Yeah, I mean, Ray Lindwall in 1956.
That's it.
Then you had, he was a spin bowling all-rounder, Richie Beno. But apart from that, no one else.
When he wears his specs, looks like Clark Kent.
Clark Kent,
Yeah, he
yes.
gives full Superman vibes.
Clark Kent with his specs, isn't it?
Yeah,
Fully that.
same
And
vibe.
he's Superman on the field anyway.
Yeah.
So,
He's
two
a
avatars.
super captain.
Off the field, he's Clark Kent.
But today,
On the
would you
field,
want
he's
to
Superman.
square up with Justin Langer? It's Langer versus Cummins, right?
Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Yes,
Yeah.
actually, considering how
Acrimoniously, they parted ways in 2022.
and let's be fair, a lot of that was down to Cummins and his dressing room influence. He clearly didn't feel like Langer was the right coach going forward, so stuck to his guns.
Yep. So today it's that. Patrick James Cummins on his birthday facing up to Justin Langer.
Good day.
Okay, game starting, quick predictions.
I will say 197 by LSG, but SRH winning.
Ashish Dhar has gone SRH win. LSG get 165 for 7. Cricket of 90s was far better with only 15 overs. Yeah, that's another count we'll take. He's gone with 167 for 7. Okay.
I say LSG get about 186 and they win.
LSG win.
Yeah, LSG win.
I'm saying LSG getting 210 and they're winning.
Yeah.
Because I've been backing them. Quick comment. Siddharth saying Nikhils are wearing yellow, giving tribute to Dortmund. What a match they played yesterday.
Phenomenal.
What a match. What a match.
Yeah.
Defensive masterclass.
Yep.
So that if you want, there's a video already up on Sports Today. Check that one out. It's about how they actually defied. I was going back. They were in the worst group possible.
Yeah.
Their group had PSG,
And they finished
Newcastle,
behind PSG.
No, they finished top.
No, in the group.
In the group, they finished top. Yes,
I thought
11
they finished
points. Dortmund finished with 11 points. They finished top of the group in a group that included Newcastle United, AC Milan, and PSG. That's madness.
That was the group of death.
Yeah, that was the proper group of death. And no other group came close.
second. Yeah.
So, phenomenal.
But I don't think their Klassiker is coming. Because it's Munich versus Madrid, and this time it's
yeah.
at Bernabeu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But though Ancelotti accepted that Bayern were the better team first leg.
Yeah.
But he said they need to up their game, which Madrid can. I mean, they are known to do that at Champions
So let's say
League.
Bayern out of contention for the league. The only trophy they can is the Champions League.
And Harry Kane is...
No, and Thomas Tuchel is their coach. I've seen that script play out before.
Okay, Varun Parvataneni says SRH will be chasing 199 in 19 overs.
If SRH can chase, that in itself is like a,
That'll be interesting. Okay, Shabana Harun. Will Hardik Pandya still be considered future India white ball captain if his poor form continues in the World Cup and further? May not be. Good point. May not be. We've seen all of that change. Nothing is permanent. KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer was at one point there. A lot of those things are very fluid. They change.
Yep.
Sanju Samson.
Sanju Samson has to become a regular in the team first.
Exactly. Rishabh Pant might be the contender. Who knows? So all can go up in the air.
Absolutely.
Okay. On that note,
Mid innings.
see you in the mid innings.
Yes.
Take care. Bye bye.
Nandri.
Save that for later.
Nandri, just Nandri. Thank you.